Gas prices are falling.
And students have an opportunity to share international culture. Stay tuned. Troy TrojanVision News starts now.
From the High Definition Production Center of Troy University's Broadcast and Digital Network and Troy campuses around the world, this is Troy TrojanVision News.
Hello and welcome to Troy TrojanVision News for January 16th, 2015. I'm Sarah Singletary.
And I'm Jordan Nelson. Thank you for joining us this evening. If you drive a car, you've probably noticed that your wallet might be feeling a little heavier recently. That's because gas prices are lower than they've been in a long time. In our first ever report from our brand new Trojan News Center in Montgomery, Amy Austin gets customer reactions in the capital city where prices are some of the lowest in the state.
Gas prices have been steadily dropping over the last few months. The price is now below $2 and drivers are happy with the decline in the prices.
Good. I mean, obviously it's a relief, you know. I drive about 30,000 miles a year, so it's quite a savings for me.
It would have cost twice this. I just paid $33 for 18 gallons basically. It used to cost $90 not too long ago to fill this truck up.
It's good for our senior citizens. I go up and down the road. Yes, it's real good. I just love it.
With the drastic change from prices over the summer until now, customers said they had not expected the cost to change so much and so quickly.
I really never thought it'd go back this low. No, not really. Because I'm 40 years old, so I remember when it was quite a bit lower than this even, and things generally don't go back down this much, so it's been nice.
I can't believe that. You know, I don't watch be paying attention for real. I don't know where my mind be at, but that's good. I'm glad. I hope it stay low.
And now that they are saving money due to the lower prices, these drivers are able to do more things with their money than before.
I'm going hunting and it's a lot easier and cheaper to go hunting, so everything you do, you know, anything to operate something like this, because it certainly uses a lot of gas.
Really try to save a little bit more, you know, just you know, you can put that money back into the home, you know, into your family.
Do something extra with my kids or just save, really.
The last time customers saw prices drop this low was in December of 2008, over 6 years ago. In Montgomery, I'm Amy Austin, Troy TrojanVision News.
According to GasBuddy.com, $1.73 at a few stations around Montgomery is the cheapest gas price for a non-military base station in Alabama.
Troy University international students share their culture with their American neighbors every day. A popular way to exchange culture can be through something as simple as tea. Tea for Troy is a campus organization that uses tea to bridge the gap between international and American students. One member of the Tea for Troy leadership team tells us why she thinks tea is a good way to bring students together.
People, when they're making tea and they're enjoying tea, they can also engage in more conversation. So tea is just an excuse for people to come and sit down together and start a conversation, get to know each other, and make new friends.
Tea isn't the only way Tea for Troy connects American and international students. Most events are also game nights. Teacup Chair Anna Catherine Carter shares with us one of her favorite game night memories.
One of my favorite things was when we introduced Jenga. That was one of the things we did the first semester that we started Tea for Troy, and we started playing Jenga and seeing internationals' faces as they were trying to pull the blocks out, and when the tower would fall, we have so many wonderful pictures of the moments that the tower was falling, and the faces were just and it was wonderful.
If you missed the Tea for Troy kickoff event, don't worry. There are still several opportunities to get involved throughout the semester.
We have a formal last spring. We had a British tea formal, and we're planning on doing that again. It was really successful, a lot of fun event. We're also going to try to do some different, we had a ping pong tournament last semester. We're going to do a basketball tournament, and then we'll have since we're presenters, we're going to do America Night, so internationals can experience sweet tea from the South. That's another thing we're doing, and then we'll have all our normal presentations for other countries. So we're excited for the semester.
Tea for Troy is held every other Thursday at 7 o'clock in the Hall of Honor.
Troy University students will have the chance to honor the life and legacy of civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr. through their actions in the community next week. Troy's Office of Service Learning holds an MLK Week of Service next week with a variety of activities designed to get students more involved with helping in the Troy community. The week will wrap up with 2 days of service in which students will volunteer at area organizations. Students who wish to volunteer are encouraged to sign up this Tuesday.
So starting Tuesday of next week, they can come by our office in 122 Eldridge Hall. We'll have a big board out there that they can sign up. Need to stop in the office so we can get some details on them, so we can email them with what to wear, when to show up, things of that nature. And then once those slots are filled, whether it be Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, we'll be all set for our projects on Friday and Saturday.
To register, you can visit the Office of Service Learning located in Eldridge Hall, room 115. Troy's Johnson Center for the Arts has a pair of new exhibits to start the new year.
And last night, the center held an event for art lovers to see the new work and meet the artists responsible. Victoria Bailey has the story.
The Johnson Center in downtown Troy was brightly lit Thursday night, and members of the community and the university came out to see the new art on display.
We are having a wonderful evening of art, of jazz. We're going to have an art talk, and we've got refreshments, and we invited everybody in Troy and at the university and to come and hear these artists talk.
The Johnson Museum has been opened since 2008, and since then they've had over 100 award-winning artists come through and showcase their work. An artist who's being featured tonight tells us exactly what got him involved in the world of art.
Well, I was a kid that never knew what they wanted to do when they grew up, and I stumbled into the art department at Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia, and just found where I belonged, and decided to pursue a degree in art. Didn't know what kind of art, but ended up in sculpture, and then it's been a fast train ever since, for the last almost 50 years.
The showcase included work from Ted and Robin Metz and Randy Gachette. For more information about the Johnson Center for the Arts, please visit their website, tpcac.org. I'm Victoria Bailey for Troy TrojanVision News.
The Johnson Center for the Arts is located on Walnut Street in downtown Troy and is open Wednesday through Friday from 10 until 5 and on Saturday from 10 until 3. Admission to the center is free.
And now taking a look at news from around the state. Governor Robert Bentley is telling Attorney General Luther Strange that the state has limited resources to fight gambling. The governor says in a letter to primary duty rests with local law enforcement.
The former financial secretary at a church has pleaded guilty to stealing more than $130,000 from a congregation in Northwest Alabama. Deborah Mansell of Muscle Shoals pleaded guilty yesterday to stealing from Highland Park Baptist Church in Colbert County.
The ride-sharing service Uber has left Auburn in its rearview mirror. The popular service that lets users book rides using a mobile app sent emails to drivers and customers Wednesday announcing it was halting service in Auburn as of yesterday.
Still to come on Troy TrojanVision News, the women's basketball team took its winning streak to Monroe, Louisiana. Find out how they did when Amy Austin joins us in sports.
Plus, President Obama and the Prime Minister of Britain addressed the press after 2 days of meeting. More after the break.
President Obama and the British Prime Minister talked terrorism and strategies to battle extremism. I'm Craig Boswell at the White House. That's coming up.
Enroll today. That's what we're here together to say. Enroll today. Take care of people for goodness sake. There's a plan for every budget, so don't accept defeat. Now you can get covered and still buy me treats. Enroll.
A new world of healthcare is here to stay. Do something for those who care about you. Enroll today.
The warrior spirit, it's in there. Always has been. Now let it out and take the world by fire. Train well and learn what it means to be a Troy Trojan. Walk with confidence, conquer, claim territory, and climb ladders. Know that you have the power to stand alone, but the comfort of knowing that you'll never have to. Discover your inner warrior. Find it at troy.edu/spirit.
Now, the latest in Trojan sports on Troy TrojanVision News.
The women's basketball team prepared to defend its 3-game winning streak as they took on the University of Louisiana at Monroe. The Trojans defeated the Warhawks 82-77. Troy trailed ULM 33-21 going into halftime. When the Trojans took the court again, they scored 61 points in the second half to take the lead and secure the win. Leading scorers for Troy were Lacey Buchanan with 19 points, Renita Garrett with 15, and Ashley Beverly Kelly with 14. ULM led at the three-point line, but Troy led the shooting overall with a .419 field goal percentage. The Trojans have won 4 straight games in a row to continue their best start of Sunbelt play in Troy history. The women take the court tomorrow night in Trojan Arena against Georgia Southern at 2. The men's team took on the Warhawks as well, but didn't fare as well as the women. The Trojans fell to ULM 63-54. Troy trailed the Warhawks the entire game and was only able to gain the lead in the second half with 5 minutes left. The Warhawks then answered with a 9-0 run and kept the Trojans quiet for the rest of the game. ULM shot 431%, while Troy only shot 379. Leading scorers for the Trojans were Wesley Person and Kevin Thomas. Person had 13 points while Thomas had 12. Thomas also led for the Trojans in rebounds with 7. The Trojans will be back at home tomorrow night to take on Georgia Southern beginning at 4:15 p.m. The track and field team is coming off of last weekend's UAB Blazer Invitational, and the team is gearing up for the UNC Open. The meet is being hosted by the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill on Saturday. The women's team will be the only team competing. Events for the Open include the 400-meter dash, the shot put, the weight throw, and the 4x400 meter relay. The meet will begin tomorrow at 10 a.m. and will last throughout the day. And former Trojan baseball player Logan Pierce has been added to the baseball team's coaching staff. He will be a volunteer assistant for the team, taking the place of C.J. Walmsley. Pierce had a standout season for the Trojans in 2013, where he batted .317 with 17 home runs and 153 RBIs. Pierce was a 15th round pick in the 2013 MLB draft, where he went to the Philadelphia Phillies, who he played under for 1 season. The season will begin for the Troy baseball team on February 13th when they host Northwestern State.